It was a Friday, September 26, 2008. And it started off as a normal Friday, got up, went to school, went to work, and then I came home and, family was out doing their own thing. And it was a nice fall night, and my dad was on his motorcycle. And I was in the middle of a movie with one of my really good friends, and I got a phone call from my sister-in-law, and she was in the hospital because she had had my niece just 2 days before that. And the first thing out of her mouth, she said, "Where's your dad?" And I said, "It's Friday night. He has the same routine. He did the same thing every Friday night." He went out to dinner with my mom at Chico's on Maple Street, and then to my uncle's transmission shop, and then to his best friend Brian's house. And she said, "I don't want to scare you, but there's been a motorcycle wreck at K42 in Hoover." And since it was a nice fall night, my dad was on his motorcycle. I called my mom, and she had heard about the wreck, was on her way to K42 in Hoover because she couldn't get a hold of my dad either. She couldn't find out anything, like what was going on. And so then after that, I ran downstairs and got on Google and typed in motorcycle wreck K42 in Hoover, Wichita, Kansas, and this article popped up, and it was posted by Cake.com, and it said, a motorcyclist and a pickup truck collided at the scene, and it was a hit and run, and the motorcyclist was 47 and died at the scene. I took a sign of relief and a breath of relief because my dad wasn't 47. And I was thinking that this was just my dad dropped his phone or it died or something like that, like something was wrong. And so after that, I waited, and I waited a little longer, and I called my mom again, and this time someone else answered the phone, and it was Christina. And Christina's someone I've known my entire life, and she said, "Do you know what's going on?" And she said 4 words to me that destroyed my life and destroyed my whole world. She said, "Well, he didn't make it." My dad was turning left. He had the green arrow, and this guy ran the red light, hit him, and kept on going. It was a hit and run. The damage to his vehicle finally made the vehicle stop to where he couldn't drive it anymore. And K42 in Hoover is a huge intersection, and so we had a lot of witnesses that witnessed this crash. And so one of the witnesses actually chased this guy down and held him in the parking lot until the authorities were to arrive to take him. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about my dad. And, like you said, a girl and her father is a very important relationship. My dad wasn't able to see me graduate high school. He didn't see me go off to college, and he won't be there when I walk to walk me down the aisle when I get married. There's always one thing missing at every event in my life. Every family function since we've had then, every holiday, there's always one thing missing, and it's Dad. And my birthday was just 2 weeks before he died, and we went to lunch that day, and he said, "Man, I'm getting old." And I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Because my little girl is 17 now." He was like, "Before you know it, you'll be graduating high school and going off to college and starting your own life." And he's like, "And I'm just gonna get older." So without having him here has left a huge hole in my heart that will never be filled ever again. Always had a smile on his face, and he would always tell me, if something had gotten me down that day, he would be like, "Find the good." If I had a bad day, he'd be like, "Tell me one good thing that happened today." So he was always about finding the positive in any situation. Now, when he was taken from us so tragically, I was like, there's never gonna be any positive from this situation. Like, my dad's gone, my life is ruined, I was kind of having a pity party. And then I found the Impact Center, and I was like, okay, this is my positive. I'm just following my dad's advice, and he told me to find the good. And as long as I can get one person to never drive impaired again, it'll be worth it.